Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. That's right, I have been sacked. But you can't keep a bad manager down, and I've been rehired with Persita Tangerang in the Indonesian Premier Division. So we've dropped down from the Super League to the Premier Division, but we're still not doing that badly. Indeed, Persita is a club with some history. Before I showed up, they actually had a long spell in the top division. In fact, as soon as they renamed it from Level 1 to Super League, they were relegated. Got back up, came back down, and now it's my job to try and get this club's feet back under them and put them in a position to challenge for promotion. So the way the Premier Division works, the way that this whole league is set up, you have a whole bunch of groups, A, B, C, and D. Right now, we are in the first phase. You can see our first phase of all groups. Top two teams from each phase move on. Top two teams qualify for second phase, meaning you have two 4-team groups or one 8-team group, however you like to put it. Top 4 teams go up to the Super League and are promoted. So we got to finish top 2 in our group and then top 4 overall in the second phase. And we are good to go back to the Super League. Interesting about the Premier Division, 0 foreign players allowed. 0 foreign players. That's going to be interesting. It's an all-domestic league. No imports. You got to do it with Indonesian talent. Decent amount of money given here to the league finishers, which should be fine for us. We could use a little bit of cash to up the bank account. They've been losing a bit of money. But we'll see why here as we take a look at the squad. And this is the squad that I inherited. More or less. I had to make a few little alterations. We'll get to that in a bit. 4 keepers on roster. 2 solid veterans. 2 up-and-coming youngsters. I immediately set them all to tutoring agreements. The older guys helping the young guys hopefully become better. It's always the goal. Right back, Rian Miziar, who is a card machine already, as I have learned, but he is our right fullback, our starting right fullback. M. Abdul Faki behind him. Emazwar Siamsudin. Now this is a left back that I had to go and bring in because when I inherited this squad, they might have had some good tactical flexibility, but they had 0 left backs. So I've gone a little bit overboard. I brought in 3. A very good one in Siamsudin. So he will be, hopefully once he gets his feet under him, 6.4 in his debut, not the best. Hopefully once he gets his feet under him, he will figure it all out and be as good a left back as we need for this squad. Very underwhelming in the center of the park. Some potential here on Enrico Sanjaya, so hopefully he can develop into a good center back, but we definitely need some help here. Leo Soputan is our 39-year-old veteran. He certainly cannot keep going. Needs some reinforcements in the center of the park. We do have a D-mid, which is good. We didn't use him early on, but we'll get to that in a bit. Very excellent 31-year-old right winger, 7.0 in season average and 16 appearances in Kara Udiono. That's a guy you want to build around, which is why we've moved away from the 4-4-2 narrow diamond into a 4-4-2 flat. Flat 4-4-2. That is the preferred formation for now for Persita. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. Brian Muharam on the left-hand side, great-looking prospect. Bangun Permana in the center of the park, 29 years old. Great-looking stats. Average season at best, but he's in a good run of form. We'll see if we can help him develop into that deep-lying playmaker that we need in the center of the park. Pretty questionable the rest of the way down the center of the park here. And then up front, Idris Afandi, 5 goals and an assist on the season. Goal scoring has really been shared around here. You can see Andri Abu Bakar has got 5. Karunia Sestraputra has 5. He's a great-looking prospect, too. Could develop very well for us in a 7.01 season in 13 appearances. It's not too shabby at all. So we'll see how we do. So I talked about formations. This club, actually, when I started them, they were fully proficient in 4-4-2 narrow diamond. I've made a few little tweaks to it, so they've dropped down from fluent to accomplished. They'll get back up there. I have no qualms about that. But again, we started with no left back, so I gave them the 3-5-2, a flat 3-5-2, which they picked up pretty quickly. You can see accomplished. Got through that. As soon as we got left backs, though, we abandoned this formation completely. It's just there as a fallback in case we need something crazy. But the standard formation has been the flat 4-4-2, fully defending along the back line, supporting wingers, ball-winning, deep-lying playmaking center, which seems to be a decent combination for this team, and your standard 1-2 punch up front. So taking a look at the club itself, it's about what you would expect. Some fierce rivals, some rivals, as you might expect, very cheap. And, average across the board. Nothing really too horrible. Could probably stand to relay the pitch eventually. But it's what you might imagine for a Indonesian Premier Division side. I mean, we do have hot pink kits. I mean, that's something if nothing else. We got the hot pink kits rocking, so that is great for me. On the financial side, while it's not the, a super, super financially stable side, it is good to know that we did just pick up a brand new 1-year kit sponsor worth $61,000. So that will go into the kitty, and we'll thank them very much for giving us some money to get through this season. Finally, we go to the transfer deadline. We are through the final transfer deadline day. The window has been closed. Let's take a look at what happened. We sent out, actually this happened before I arrived, Christian Carrasco went out to Audax Italiano, which we ended up getting a friendly off of them as part of the deal. So we just had that. Also, I brought in right on the deadline day, Ronnie Berapare, left back, Sirajuddin Abtu, central midfielder, Facu Rosman on loan as a fullback, actually free for Abtu, which I was very happy with. Our big transfer from Kalteng Putra, Syamsudi for 80 grand at left fullback, and then Budiawan. There is a depth on the left side of the park. So really restock the left-hand side. That was the goal going into this, just completely restock the left-hand side. Hopefully keep us through this season nice and tight. Finally, we have contracts. We got contracts to worry about. Do we ever? We've made a few re-signings, but we can see we got a lot of them coming up this year, so we're going to have to be very choosy who we bring back, who we let go. Space is not an issue. 104 grand in the kitty, 19,000 of payroll available, and a free transfer coming in. Ivan Tarmizi at the end of the season, again coming in at the left, and he looks like he should be a great player for us to really solidify that left-hand side. Very happy with that depth we're picking up. So let's take a look at the results that we've had since I joined up. Well, we won against Persita. It's my debut. Pretty darn awesome. 2-0. Drew against Borneo, drew PSMS, drew Persiraja, lost against PSS, had our friendly against Audax Italiano, beat up Persicabo 2-1, and then, finally, had a friendly against Persita's U21s, trying to get some fitness back up here for our injured players, as we have got to make sure everyone is good to go as we rotate through to get to the end of the season. Our featured match today is against PSIM, who are in 8th. Should be a good test to see if we have finally got this all sorted out post-transfer window. And then our final match of the first phase against Persijap. That's a second place match. That could determine whether or not we get into the final phase, the second phase of the group. Got a ways to go, though. We are in 5th. It's a 10-point gap. It's not impossible. It's a long way to go. Alright, here we go. Against PSIM, our featured match for today. The first featured match in charge of Mr. Unemployable at his new club in the Super League, or the Premier League, I should say. So, for this 4-4-2, we're going to play... Ooh, let's take Pribadi. Ali Raja on the bench. Let's put Miziar there. Putra, and... I can't play the trialist, sadly, though I would like to bring him in as a depth option. I don't think it's going to happen. Ramandika, actually Soputan, being 39, is clearly our best option here. And on the left, Samsudin. On the right, we will go with Yudiono, of course. On the left, Muram. Then we get to the center of the park and all the questions we have here. Let's go with Fernando there and Permana there. You've got a lot of retraining to do here with this side. Center of the park is not solid at all, as you saw in the squad overview. I think Abu Bakar as our deep liar, and then, actually, Fondi up front. That should be better. Alright. Bench. And Sanjaya. In case we want to go into the 4-4-2 narrow diamond. We shouldn't have to, though. In fact, indeed, he's not quite fit to go, so we'll leave him off for the time being. Ooh, yikes. Take that back. He is not looking fit at all. Welcome aboard, Sanjaya. Miram might not go the full 90s. We'll have Budiawan on the bench for sure. Let's put Johari, and up front will be whom? Let's put the youngster Sasha Putra's got 5 goals. Let's see if we can find some more. Looks good to me. Alright, squad numbers will need to be given as, yes, Rochman has not played yet. Alright, he's alone though. He can have 37, and Bujawan can have 18. Alright. Teams are warming up. So my hope for this is we can get ourselves... because we need points. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need points. So 3 points against a team also in mid-table who's fighting against relegation should not be a massive ask for us. We are 8 points clear, but more importantly, 10 points behind Persita to go into the second phase. So a win here would be nice. The press is saying draw. Remember how we had some interesting comments from our assistant manager in the previous club. This guy, Sonny Carson, he's like all tight marking all the time. I can't tell if that's good or not yet. But we'll find out. Go out there. Good luck out there, everybody. Oh, good. They're buying the second phase of this. They didn't like the opening pep talk, but they were good with the second one. And here we go. Ooh, Rituro Sarui's boss is in the stands today. All right. It's a away match in our hot pink kits. You're never gonna mistake us. More direct. All right, sure. We'll see how that goes. Quite well, apparently. Udiono. Falls to Sanjaya! Oh, all alone. He puts it at the keeper. There was a bit of daylight near post. Could not put it in. A golden chance, but then again, Sanjaya's a defender, so can't expect too much from his feet. Well, Afani for Abu Bakar off the bar! Well, already 2 very nice looking looks at goal. Persita have got the goods. And wow, that was oh my, that was a fast first half. Wow. Okay. Okay, 2 chances, that's it. But that's okay. Keep going, we can still win this thing. And they didn't buy it. Oh, they bought the faith-based argument. You have faith. Let's see if they buy that. Second half. PSIM. They're playing pretty confidently for a draw here. It's been a very low action game. How are we doing here? Permana. Looks long for Abu Bakar. Brings it down. Can get the cross in. Goes back. Permana instead. And Nugroho had to be sharp. Very, very sharp. Udiono. Cleared. Fernando. Udiono. Abu Bakar can't get his head to it. Alright, we need some more ideas here. And Permana is just dying in the center of the park here. So, let's push Miriam inside. No, I think we go for it. We go 4-3-3 is what we do. So let's put Permana off. And we'll need to change that, of course. Since there's no way that striker will last more than 2 seconds in a central midfield role. There we go. What is your best striking formation? Poacher. I like it. Yes, please. It's PSIM, though, with the ball. Adrianto. Marta. I'm guessing not that Marta, though. That would be awesome if, you know, the real Marta were playing for PSIM. Why Marta would be playing in the second tier of Indonesia, I do not know, but hey, it's FM. Anything can happen. Adrianto, save by Prabati. Great save up close. Really should have done better, though, with that chance. Would not be a stretch to see this game be 1-0 for the men in blue. Adrianto. Bintang. The 4-3-3 switch has not done well for us, and Adrianto is in the clear. A fine save by Prabati. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Not liking this at all. Clearance there. Let's put a little more oomph in our attack here. Let's see if we can't. Fairly wide is good. Let's pump that ball into the box, shall we? Miziar. Prabati. I was looking at the patch notes a little while back, and I saw that they'd finally fixed those crazy back passes. Hopefully, I don't have to get a little bit of a, heart in my throat moment whenever I see a back pass to the keeper. As long as we don't have another Armenia Bielefeld incident. So for me, oh, a nice little shot there by Afandi. Idris Afandi gets the 1-0 goal at the 77th minute. Miharam with the assist. Alright, let's see if that is what we needed. Yeah, nice little ball to Afandi. Makes the run, beats Securita. Nice confident little chip there. Not for power. Just looking to put it over the keeper, and he does. That's the 1-0 scoreline that should get us through this game. 1 or 2 final subs here. Ooh, fitness becoming a serious issue here. Let's go with, I think Murham has done his job. Let's bring on Budiawan, and we'll bring on Putra to shore up the center of the park. Actually, take that back. We'll bring on Rockman to, oops, what happened there? Whoa, what just happened? No, thank you. That would have been horrible. Samsudin, you look gassed, so let's bring on your backup. Alright. That should get us through. Some reinforcements along the back line. And indeed, that should be the final whistle, and it is 1-0! Yes, indeed! Persita get a valuable 3 points. And we move on a little bit closer. Ooh, Persita did indeed lose. 7 points behind them, 8 points behind PSMS, so we're 8 points closer to our goal of finishing top 2. Well, that's not too bad, but time is running out to get into that top spot. We need to not run the table, but we need a lot of things to go in our favor, and that includes winning. Next time on Mr. Unemployable, we will continue the first phase of the 2015-2016 Indonesian Premier League season. My second club is Mr. Unemployable. Let's see if we can't give the Persita Tangerang faithful a season to remember. My name is Rituro. Thank you for watching this episode, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget, join us for all the live streams. Every episode is recorded live on twitch.tv/Rituro, where everybody, including Twitch chat, has been enjoying this. A couple people asking, what is this? Do I watch randomly? Do I randomly choose these? Well, I'm Mr. Unemployable. I go where there's work, because goodness knows, I don't have work for very long, but such is the life of Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.